recently I had someone say and talk to me about the fact that she very much desired to feel the presence of God, and yet she felt she couldn't. And I thought about that a lot. It was certainly something that I had struggled with. I talked about God a lot and could quote things, but really feeling his presence was something else that I hadn't experienced, or at least not to any great extent. And I have really realized in order to obey him and to do the things we are required to do, it is good to feel his presence, to have a sense that he's a vital part of our life, which he, of course, is. He is our life. Couldn't be more vital than that. But in thinking about this, I thought of a couple of things that have helped me so much in getting to feel God's presence. And the first is to really want to feel his presence, to have that as the greatest desire of your being. In the commandment it says that God is a jealous God. And if you have a lot of other interests or a lot of other distractions, and it's really easy to do that in this world today, it's easy to cramp God out, not to spend any time with him, not to feel that deep, deep yearning within, to get to know God, to know him as our best and ever friend, as the hymn says. So first is that deep desire, the desire above all else. And in Jeremiah, it says, "Then shall ye call upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. And ye shall seek me, and find me, when ye shall search for me with all your heart, and I will be found of you, saith the Lord." And then the second part is I once read an article years ago. It was called Practice the Presence, and it was about practicing the presence of God. The second part is to know he does exist. He is right there with you. He is your best and ever friend. He's your mind, your life, truth, love, all those things. He's there with you every moment of every day. So to be aware of it, to look for God in everything that you do, turn to him, always thinking about him, and mainly be grateful for all the good that you see and realize that its source does come from God. I love this quote from Mrs. Eddy, where she says that, "I tell you the truth when I say there is only one source of all good, God. The conscious recognition and acceptance of this fact, acknowledged by every activity of the mind, not 2 or 3 times a day, but every few moments all day long, no matter what the outer self is doing, and this maintained, will enable anyone to express his perfect freedom and dominion over all things human." So Mrs. Eddy is saying here, every moment of every day, to acknowledge the source of all good, being God good, and to be so grateful for it. If you do those 2 things, you're really on the road to knowing God, to feeling his presence. And there's really no greater thing on this earth than that. And I thank everyone tonight for the wonderful testimonies of substance and the wonderful readings tonight.
Thank you.